Hello and welcome back to Epoch Affair. This is the first time that Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat publicly described the Indian military's considerations on reorganizing itself into integrated theatre commands. These are war-fighting entities containing Army, Navy and Air Force components that would fight jointly to focus and mobilize the combat power of all three services. This seems one of the boldest military reorganization moves since independence, under which General Rawat was tasked to reorganize 17 single-service commands into just 4 geographical commands, each with elements from all three services. The task is really challenging, and to convince all three services is not that easy. So here we go with General Bipin Rawat to discuss more about 4 of the theatre commands. The first Joint Theatre Command would be responsible for battle against Pakistan in what the military refers to as the Western Theatre Command, while a second Theatre Command would be responsible for the border with China. A third Navy Heavy Theatre called the Maritime Theatre Command will be responsible for the security of the Indian Ocean region. And finally, an Island Theatre Command which is already functional and called the Andaman and Nicobar Command, responsible to protect Indian interest in the Eastern Indian Ocean. India today has 4 different army commands looking after Pakistan: Northern, Western, Southwestern and Southern commands. Talking about Air Force, we have 3 commands looking after that frontier: Western Air Command, Southwestern Air Command and Southern Air Command. The current command formation is really complex according to General Bipin Rawat, and as nature of war has been changed, therefore India should act accordingly. The frontier against China is managed by a similar multiplicity of distributed commands. The Central Air Command located in Allahabad has a role in managing both the Western and Eastern theatres, while the Eastern Air Command at Shillong is responsible for the Northern theatre. Currently, there are 17 commands that are responsible for guarding against both our adversaries, China and Pakistan. Describing these joint theatre commands even further, General Bipin Rawat said that the theatre command looking after Pakistan would have a commander deputed whether from the Army, Navy or Air Force. He would have subordinate commanders from the other 2 services who could offer him advice specific to their respective services. There is also a thought process about co-opting the Central Armed Police Force for tasks with the Army. The CDS said that the military was also looking at creating a single theatre command for managing the threat from China. This theatre command would also have elements from the Eastern Naval Command and the Indian Air Force components. Talking on naval commands, General Bipin Rawat said that the Navy's 2 combat commands, the Western and the Eastern Naval Commands, would be integrated into a single headquarter called the National Maritime Command. It would be responsible for the security of the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Northern Indian Ocean. The 4th Joint Theatre Command would be responsible for defending India's island territories, which Rawat called them all as islands of resistance. The military has already created a Joint Theatre Command in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, headed by a Commander-in-Chief Andaman and Nicobar, who has been India's only integrated Commander-in-Chief. The Commander-in-Chief Andaman and Nicobar does not report to the Navy, but to the Integrated Defence Staff. Apart from these 4 theatre commands, India would have 5th theatre comprises of India's airspace, which is increasingly contested by manned and unmanned aircrafts, missiles, rockets and artillery shells, which go as high as 15 kilometers when they are fired. The 6th Joint Commander would be in charge of cyber war. The dynamics of war has been changed with times, and attacks with tanks and infantry may not be the way the next war is fought. Instead, cyber troops become the first to come under attack due to cyber attacks launched by the enemies. If you like this video, hit on subscribe, and in case you like the idea of theatre command and the new structure, comment section is for you guys.